trying to get it for my family. Yeah, we may mess up on the way. I need y'all to pray for me. I don't need y'all to pass judgment. Please keep your opinions to yourself. For real.
How old your son
Because I gotta work again.
No, how old he turned on the 3rd? What age?
You know, I got like, what's that called? You know how like when, you know, no, you know how like when.
Like, y'all should just doing
You're
cuts
a goof who drank your baby.
Oh my God.
You drank your baby to the grave.
Make me mad. Make me.
If Chrisean hasn't already proven how deep her hate for Junior runs, this situation seals it with no doubt. People were stunned when she couldn't even remember his birthday. And on top of that, she lost his medical reports like they meant nothing.
So allegedly, Chrisean Jr.'s medical records been leaked. I don't know how true it is, but it's saying that he got all type of stuff and how she was being neglectful.
So apparently somebody that leaked Chrisean Rock and Jr.'s medical records from when he was born, listing the list of issues that he had.
The whispers going around are even darker. Word is she's planning to dump him into foster care before the year is over. CPS was already getting calls to step in, and instead of fighting for her own kid, she's basically handing him over herself. Can you believe that? She ruined his shot at a decent start in life, and now she wants to pass him off as someone else's problem. Even Blue isn't stepping in to save Junior because he keeps claiming the child isn't his. And let's not forget the grandparents. They don't want to raise him either. Carissa loves putting on a fake act like she cares. But everybody remembers that viral video with her and Blue's dad straight up refusing to take Junior home after Chrisean got locked up. It was cold-hearted, but things get worse. Before these foster care rumors, she was accused of giving Junior strange substances that would knock him out for hours, just so she wouldn't have to deal with him.
So there's been some medical documents that have been released that people were saying are the medical documents of Junior, Chrisean's son. I'm going to tell you where to go to watch this on YT in a minute. So I don't know if these are actually Junior's medical records, but I will say that the medical records appear to have been written by a medical professional, just the terminology that was used and stuff. Okay? I do believe there's somebody's medical records, all right? Now, the one thing that makes me a little leery about it is it says that the mother admitted to prenatal substance abuse, and it listed some substances that she admitted to. I just find it hard to believe that Chrisean would ever even admit that.
And when she's fed up, people say she even lays hands on him. That's horrifying. Just months ago, during one of her live streams, Chrisean was seen playing with Junior when she suddenly raised her hand and said, "Watch this." The boy flinched so hard, terrified she was about to hit him.
Watch this. Why you run like that? Why you run like that?
You could see the panic all over his face as he scrambled to get off the chair. That moment said everything. He's scared of his own mother. People swore Junior's terrified reaction was proof that Chrisean had already been putting hands on him. Things got even uglier when disturbing photos of Junior actually bleeding at delicate parts started surfacing online and were sent straight to CPS. This time, the outrage was too loud to ignore. Up until now, CPS had brushed off every single complaint about her, but this evidence forced them to finally speak up. A former CPS officer even came forward to explain why Junior hadn't been taken out of her care despite the pile of reports stacking up. She said, "Listen, as a former social services specialist for MDHHS, whenever you go into someone's records, you leave a footprint, which is why I never messed around with it." She then dropped the bomb that someone had leaked Junior's actual medical records, and the details were shocking. According to the leak, Junior suffers from FAS, visual impairments, seizures, spasticity, and he even tested positive for opiates along with other serious health issues. The question blasting through the comments was simple. Where was CPS while all this was going down? The former investigator explained, many babies who test positive still go home with their parents. CPS might just do a home check to make sure the mom has the basics, maybe offer some services, but people act like CPS is the end-all be-all, and it's not. But before this scandal blew up, Chrisean was already under fire during a live stream with D-High Frost. Someone called in pretending to be a fan, but halfway through, they flipped the script and accused her to her face of ruining Junior's life and even called her evil and demonic. The chat went wild, and Chrisean's reaction only fueled the fire.
It's like, y'all should just doing
You're
cuts
a goof who drank your baby.
Oh my God.
You drank your baby to the grave.
Make me mad. Make me
crazy.
trying to get it for my family. Yeah, we may mess up on the way. I need y'all to pray for me. I don't need y'all to pass judgment. Please keep your opinions to yourself. For real.
Right after that chaos, Chrisean found herself dragged all over again when she hopped on another live stream and basically proved she doesn't care about Junior's well-being. She actually left him crying in the car just so she could keep arguing with Blue. The cries got so loud that instead of being a mom and checking on her own child, she turned to a random Twitch staff member, someone she didn't even know, and told them to go check on him while she kept bickering with Blue on the phone.
So I'm gonna call you later. Huh? I'm not busy at all. Yeah, I'm busy, so I'm gonna call you later. I'm not even busy. Okay. Babe, chasing me right now. I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. I'm not busy. I'm about to put a baby in the car. Is that okay? Do you mind taking them to the car? Thank you. Do you mind taking them to the car? Thank you.
Viewers were furious and wasted no time reporting her for child neglect. Twitch didn't hesitate. They banned her from the platform because they wanted zero connection to that mess. Of course, Chrisean tried to deny it afterwards, but nobody was buying it. People saw it unfold live with their own eyes.
There you go. Different demon. 2, I did not leave my child in no freaking car. He was outside where everybody was standing. It was multiple people sitting around his stroller, waiting for me to get off the phone. Cause my child father is over here being demonic, don't want to support me, don't want to do nothing, don't want to send me nothing. He talking about sitting in the house. Because what? I have a great support system. I have help. I have Pastor Mike. I have Tim Bone. I can name. I have Arissa. I have a lot of support that's there for my son. I don't have to pay for anything. Diapers, wipes, clothes, you name it. No, I'm not homeless. That's the other thing. Stop. Y'all weird. Especially that whole side. Y'all never cared for my son. What the heck?
And if that wasn't enough to make people sick, just a few days later, she was live with Chaotic when he asked her the simplest question. What's Junior's birthday?
How old your son
Because I gotta work again.
No, how old he turned on the 3rd? What age?
You know, I got like, what's that called? You know how like when you know, no, you know how like when
And the whole world watched as she sat there blank, with no idea when her own child was born. She tried to play it off, stumbled over her words, stalled for time, and still couldn't get it right. In the end, she gave up completely and just stammered through the moment. But the disrespect didn't stop there. She actually unfollowed Junior's Instagram page, the same page she herself created on the day of his birth. And instead of showing love to her son, she went ahead and followed her new boyfriend Bino instead. That's cold. Nobody was really surprised by Chrisean's behavior because, let's be real, from the moment Junior was born, she showed his well-being was never her top priority. If CPS had actually been serious, that baby would have been removed a long time ago, but they weren't. And Chrisean knew she could get away with it. Remember when Junior was born with a hernia? Instead of staying on top of his appointments, she kept skipping them like they didn't matter until Blue finally snapped. That's when Blue blasted photos of Junior's medical condition all over the internet and said, "I don't care about Chrisean's feelings. My son is hurting every day and she's acting like it's not a problem. You had a baby on live, but you mad about the truth being live. She is a bad mother. Yes, she is unfit. She's been pushing the surgery back, missing the appointment so she can do what she wants. I went to Baltimore thinking it's surgery. They talking about she missed the appointment." At the time, most folks were siding with Chrisean, assuming Blue was just being toxic. But looking back now, it's clear he wasn't completely wrong. Yes, posting those private photos was out of line, but Chrisean needed to be held accountable. Otherwise, Junior would just keep suffering. And let's not forget that embarrassing moment when she couldn't even remember her own child's birthday. For the record, Junior's birthday is September 3rd, but when the day came, she didn't throw a party, didn't make a post, nothing. Instead, she actually unfollowed his page to flaunt her new man. That, plus the rumors about her plotting to put Junior in foster care, had people furious. Comments were brutal, with one person writing, "The fact she was locked up during his first birthday, you would think she'd go all out for his second, but this girl does not care about that baby and it's so obvious. Shaking my head, he deserves better." Another person said, "Not her first time putting a man over her child." And honestly, it's hard to argue with that. Allegedly, what really fuels the fire with this whole situation is how much of it has been playing out in front of cameras. People say Chrisean seems more focused on staying in the headlines than actually making sure Junior's needs are met. Some claim she's chasing drama for clout, while her own child is left in the background. The whispers are that every time the spotlight starts fading, she finds a way to stir things up online, but the cost is Junior's well-being. Another alleged issue, the people she chooses to keep around her. Folks online swear she surrounds herself with chaos, constantly jumping from one messy relationship to another, and that lifestyle spills over into her role as a mom. Rumors suggest her priorities shift fast. One moment it's about her music, the next it's about her new boyfriend. And somewhere in that shuffle, Junior's needs get overlooked. Viewers who've been keeping tabs insist the pattern has been the same since day one. There's also been speculation about why CPS hasn't stepped in more aggressively. Some believe Chrisean's fame actually works as a shield, that the attention makes agencies hesitate to intervene because they don't want to spark backlash or get dragged into the drama themselves. Others think her money and connections may have given her just enough leverage to keep situations from escalating further. But online, people keep asking the same thing: how much is too much before something changes? And then comes the darker side of the allegations, that Junior's future could be at serious risk if this continues. Commenters fear he might grow up carrying the weight of all this public mess, and they argue that no child should have to live like that. Some even say Blue isn't completely wrong for distancing himself, because being in the middle of this storm is exhausting for anyone. Still, critics point out that while everyone argues over who's right and who's wrong, the only one really losing in all this drama is Junior. And that's what makes the entire situation sting even more. Honestly, some people are saying they hope Junior gets placed somewhere safe where he can finally experience real love and stability, a home that encourages healthy habits and gives him the peace every child deserves. Because right now, between Chrisean's reckless moves and her fan base cheering her on like it's entertainment, the whole situation looks tragic instead of funny. And the big question everyone's debating, is she really about to put her new man over her own son? The way it looks online, that's exactly what's happening. Every new live stream, every new rumor, Every new argument just makes it seem like Junior keeps sliding further down her list of priorities. The foster care talk has people convinced she might actually go through with it. But whether she does or not, the fact that it's even a possibility has the internet heated. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about all of this? Do you believe Chrisean would actually give her child up to foster care? Or is this just another messy chapter in her never-ending drama? Drop your thoughts down below because the comment section is already wild. And before you go, make sure you hit that like button, share this with your people, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next jaw-dropping scandal we cover. Trust me, you don't want to fall behind on this madness. And if you're ready for more messy celebrity drama right now, just click the video you see on your screen. It's even crazier than this one. See you on the next one.